Hey Google, turn on studio lights. Okay, so I can't wait any longer. If you've seen my previous video, I talked about how I'm trying to bring in gaming more into not just this channel, but in my life in general as well. And I have a schedule on Twitch. It's gonna be every Thursday night, just kind of chill and play a game. I had a rule since the beginning of my gameplay career, if you will, to finish a game from start to finish. Now, maybe not 100%, only a few games here and there have I ever actually completed 100% completion, but the storyline, finish it. I still try to hold it true to this day, but I think I'm gonna cheat. I'm going to be abandoning Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I don't understand. It's still only showing 27% progress of this game, and I have put well over 160 hours into it. So it's like, when does it end? I feel like I'm at the end. I'm already exploring the last two places of the map, I believe, which is Vinland, which you have to essentially start all over as far as like gear wise, but you still have your powers. And then essentially going back, taking Sigurd to Norway. Or Norway is Sweden, Norway, right? So I feel like I'm headed towards the end, but again, only at 27% has me really worried. And what I was telling my sister yesterday is if I abandon a game and start a new one, and then I want to go back to that game, I forget the controls completely. It's why I stopped the Ghost of Tsushima, I believe, that game early on in the PS5. I stopped playing it, and when I tried to get back, I was frustrated because I would die and completely forgot the controls. And I didn't want that to happen to Assassin's Creed Valhalla because I do enjoy it. I love the story. The actual gameplay of it has been amazing, and I don't want to forget it, and I want to beat it. And then in comes God of War. I've never played it. Started with the PS4 one. I just started like 2 weeks ago for the first time ever. I just pre-ordered the new God of War that's coming out in November. So I started playing this one here and there, but now we have Stray that has come out, and I really want to play that, like, badly. So I think I'm going to kind of cheat and just start playing Stray instead. Also, I just have the PSN membership. I don't have the Plus or the Essentials or whatever upgraded ones. So I can't play Stray for free since I haven't upgraded my membership. I don't mind paying the 30 something bucks for it. I'd rather just pay the 30 than having to increase my yearly subscription price. That's just the cheapness of me, but that's okay. You do you. So you're lucky if you get to play this for free. Since yesterday, I believe, is when it came out. Yeah, yesterday. But I think I wanna play it. Kind of excited. Okay, so should I download the PS5 version? That takes up a little under 8 gigabytes, or PS4 a little over 6, closer to 7. And I'm gonna go ahead and do PS5 because why not? And now we wait. So another really cool feature about this tripod, I'm trying to make sure that I'm in focus. I'm currently vlogging. I'm still in 24 to 105, so it does seem a little wide in. But another cool feature of this tripod is this grip vlog style handle. It's a little bit curved outward, so it's not, whoa. So it just kind of angles the camera more like at an angle to be able to vlog a bit better. So that's pretty cool. Again, this is a pretty heavy setup. I have the 24 to 105. I have a Rode mic, and then the actual monitor itself on top, because the Sony a7 III, as you may know, does not have a flip out screen, so it's very hard to know if I'm in focus, whoa, or if I'm like overexposed, as I am right now. So very cool. I like this feature. I'm still trying to get the hang of it as far as like the different modes and the way this tripod can go about. But I also wanted to share with you a book that I'm actually reading. All right, so I finally got a book. It's the first book I'm actually reading in 2022. We're like halfway in and I have only started my first book. It's definitely something I would like to improve on reading. But I got this in yesterday and it was so hard to put this down. I love books that are hilarious. I absolutely am in love with Conan O'Brien in the sense that his sense of humor just resonates with me and it connects with me and it actually makes me laugh. I find it very hard to find people truly and heartfully like funny. I laugh at their jokes because I'm trying to be polite, but truthfully that I actually find funny is Conan O'Brien. It's been the only person in the world so far. But Sona, his assistant, the world's worst assistant book is finally out. I literally was so hard to put down last night. I wanted to continue reading. I really kind of want to get into it tonight again, just kind of take a couple hours. I think I did 2 hours, well, about an hour and a half, and it went by as if it was like 15 minutes. Great, fantastic read. Super hilarious, especially if you're a fan of Conan and his staff. So way to go, Sona. Super excited. Thank you for making a book that was worthwhile. But now I think we're gonna making a little lunch. That way I can be prepared to play Stray, because it's officially ready to play on the PS5. Super excited. Now don't judge what I eat. Not a fan of cooking, so frozen meals it is. Remove film, 7.5 minutes on high. Okay. Oops, this is a problem with film. What are we saying? 7.5? Oops. Okay, so I don't want to ruin the surprise, so I'm not really gonna say like the details, but I'm finally in a position in my life, financially specifically speaking, where I can do something pretty awesome that I've always wanted to do. Not selfishly, like buy something extravagant, nothing like that. Again, I don't want to ruin the surprise. It's not till later in the year, but I'm excited and I feel good. So just thought I'd say that. Celebrate your wins, the goals once you finally reach it, and be proud of yourself. I don't consider celebrating your wins as bragging, and I hope I don't come across as that to the people I share my good news with. It's just I've worked hard to get to this position, to get it to this point, and to finally see the light at the end of the tunnel is an amazing feeling that you can only really experience it when you're finally there. So whatever it is that your goals or dreams are, and you're working on it, it's worth it. Lunch was delicious. Again, don't judge me for what I eat. I like frozen foods. And it was only 160 calories, but then I also had chips and then like a drink, so balance. So I know this video may seem pretty random and all over the place, and that's because it is, but this is me trying out the Mantis Pro tripod in real case scenarios. Now, I am not really a vlogger. I do have a few vlogs, which I'll post like the playlist of all the vlogs that I've done, or that qualify as a vlog. But this tripod specifically has made me, when I had it on the wish list, I said, okay, if I were to buy that tripod, I want to know if it's going to be something that will help me get out of this, or will help me want and create vlogs. Now, one of the biggest issues in the past on why I haven't really done vlogs is because obviously I want the best quality, meaning I want to use my Sony a7 III as my vlogging camera. But one of the biggest issues, which I've mentioned before, this does not have a flip out screen. And I don't know automatically as far as like what the distance focal length would be, so I know that I'm in focus. As far as exposure, things like that, I need this external monitor that I have on top, which obviously you have seen me look up to make sure that I'm in focus. So that's kind of been the biggest pullback as far as making vlogs more consistently and more frequently. So when this tripod came out, I again saw a bunch of reviews. I thought, okay, this might be the tripod for vloggers, especially if you don't have, again, a flip out screen. Now in the past with the Joby GorillaPod, which I have purchased in the back during my early careers of YouTube, because obviously this was the tripod, like the staple tripod of doing YouTube. YouTube, you thought GorillaPod, Casey Neistat, and a lot of others. So this was kind of a staple, one of the first purchases that I made when I really wanted to take YouTube more seriously. But obviously the biggest downfall was when these ball joints get loose, your setup could easily fall and tip over. Now this lens, or this setup right now, not even with the 24-105, but maybe even the 16-35 G Master lens, it's a pretty hefty lens. And so on top of it, the camera, you add a mic, that already has a pretty good weight to it. And so depending on the length, so if for instance I wanted to go really zoomed in or out, that makes the lens be front heavy. On this thing, that would easily tip over or move to the side, and it was always kind of difficult to really trust this. So that's kind of been the biggest downfall to GorillaPod. I think it came out in the right time and served us for a very, very long time, for many years, but unfortunately I do see this as kind of like declining. I wouldn't recommend this. I don't see this being used as often anymore, especially in 2022, because there's just so many better options. And I think the Mantis Pro, with using it for a day, is up there. Now, so far with my vlogging throughout the day, even though it says random as it is, again, trying and just positioning the camera down into different positions, it has not once tried to tilt or feel super heavy on one side, again, with a monitor attached and the microphone, and plus actually a cage. Most of these setups for vlogging don't have a cage. They're very more minimal. In the future, I would love to have a secondary camera, maybe something lighter, smaller, still full frame, so I can still use all my lenses to its full capacity, but have that flip out screen so I could eliminate a few weight, not only because my arms are super weak, so that would help with that, but also just not put so much stress on the tripod. But right now, I know it's not really a review, so it's just kind of like an initial impression of the Mantis Pro tripod. It has held up really well. To end this video, all in all, am I super happy with this purchase? 100%. Now, I know I said that I'm holding back as far as purchases, and I am. I'm trying to be really strict, but this is something on my wish list since it came out. And might I add, B&H actually had a fantastic deal on this tripod, I believe about 2 weeks ago. It normally runs the Pro edition because there is just one below it, which is just a regular tripod. I think it's like the weight limit are the differences, but the Pro is actually on sale for $80 when it's normally $150. Now for me, I thought that was a fantastic steal, so I went ahead and purchased. Again, it's from B&H. I don't know if it's still on sale or not, but I'll be posting links down below in the description box. So if you guys have any questions about this tripod or anything else, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to speak with you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and finally hop on and play Stray. That's been ready since before lunchtime, so I'm super excited. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Hope you guys have a good one. Bye.